This is a continuation of the Lao video, where my dad and I traveled from the border at Nam Can to Vinh, Vietnam, and then on to Hanoi, the bustling city filled with history and delicious food. I have never seen a place with more motorcycles than I saw in Hanoi. We visited some historical sites around the city and ate delicious food. One important site that we visited was the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Crossing the street in Hanoi can be quite a challenge. Please do not run across the street. Walk slowly so the traffic has time to react to your move and your position. Walk very slowly across the street, and you won't get hit. I'd highly recommend trying as many street food dishes as you can, as the price is unbeatable and the taste is delicious. After an amazing time in Hanoi, we set off on a 2-day, 1-night tour of Halong Bay. This beautiful bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and was named one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. We climbed up to this viewpoint and got an amazing view of the islands and the bay below. After visiting the viewpoint, we visited a very cool cave and we did some kayaking around the bay. As night fell, we were served dinner and then we did some squid fishing, where my dad caught 2 squid, but unfortunately I didn't catch any. I'd highly recommend doing a tour of Halong Bay. It's well worth the money. You can find many tour agencies in Hanoi that can arrange tours on many different types of boats. We paid $70 and this price included transportation from Hanoi to the pier, the boat, attractions, food, kayaking, fishing, and accommodation. When we were back in Hanoi, we purchased a one-way stop and go open sleeper bus ticket to Ho Chi Minh City. Our first stop in Hue was this market, where we wandered around and saw the local produce. Then we hopped on the bus again, this time headed for Da Nang, where we watched this cultural performance. After a very quick stop at the beach in Nua Trang, we quickly headed for our final destination, Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon. When we arrived in Ho Chi Minh City, we traveled outside the city to the Chu Chi tunnels. These tunnels were the location of several military campaigns during the Vietnam War and were the Viet Cong's base of operations for the Tet Offensive in 1968. These tunnels were super cool to walk around and observe, and also to crawl inside. You can actually go inside the tunnels. These tunnels were very cool to see, and one of the highlights of the trip. It was very interesting to be able to see the actual place that were used as hiding during the Vietnam War, and actually where people lived. You can crawl inside the tunnels and see how cramped the living quarters were. I'd highly recommend visiting the Chu Chi tunnels if you're in Vietnam or you visit Ho Chi Minh City. When we were back in Ho Chi Minh City, we had a bowl of delicious pho, the national soup of Vietnam. We did some more exploring of the city, including visiting some tourist attractions and walking around this park, observing the people's way of life and the many activities that they were participating in. Before we knew it, our 2-week tour of Laos and Vietnam came to an end, and it was time to head to the airport to fly back to Bangkok, Thailand. I would highly recommend visiting Vietnam for the amazing food, culture, attractions, sights, and much, much more. It will be the trip of a lifetime, and you will not forget it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment in the comment section below, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when I post future videos. Thanks, guys. See you next time.